Petty wrong all the way. Kuthenu ndenzi war aningcola ngisakhalas. You be sounding like my gun. Anko yiki I love bali. I got
in studio. Hanging out.
Yes.
With Dee Koala. Cape Town's very own. Langa stand up. This one's called Friday Freestyle. Really? Okay, we'll fix it, don't worry. This whole time that I thought it was a Khayelitsha, it was a Langa, you know that? Where? Fuck off. Now I'm a Khayelitsha. Oh shit. Okay, don't worry, I'll correct myself.
Taking care of every life, cause it's rapper fan, Melikaba na kanjan.
Yay!
Biza no bamban,
Yay!
Gazipan, Talupong, I'm a pet, these are pet, helicopters. If you see me, unela, I'm a stalker, that's a man, even harder than it can. Umekas, umesan, drop a crime,
Man, this makes me happy. Friday Freestyle.
Yes.
Dee Koala is in the building.
Yeah.
In the building, as I said. She corrected me very quickly. She was like, no, listen.
No ways.
I'm not from Walanga, I'm from Khayelitsha.
7784.
What's going on? Are you good?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Now, for a lot of people who it's the first time that they hearing Dee Koala.
Yeah.
And Umbani from where?
Okay, come along now, and it's like Khayelitsha. I was born there, been there forever. Don't know any other place other than that place. Started rapping, I could say 3 years ago officially, but I was writing since like grade 7, and that's like, I don't know, 2012 kind of vibes.
So you've been writing for quite a while.
Yeah, I thought it was poetry at first, but I was like, nah, that's too boring for me. And then I got something with energy because I have a lot of energy, so.
So what got you into rap? Tell me,
I had this thing now. Basically the only music on my phone was hip hop at the time.
Yeah.
Still is, but I had this thing of being able to know songs word for word and make it a point that I know my favorite song word for word.
Yeah.
Not actually even my favorite song, like the most popping song at the moment.
Yeah.
I know it before anyone else does. So people knew me as the person who knew every song, every hip hop song that's about to come out or that's out or that's going to come out. And I know everything about it. So that's when it started from the like of music to actually doing music.
For a lot of people, other than if they've ever seen you on social media, you're actually quite small. Like, come to think of it. And if you check out the socials right now at DJ Loyd, I got a couple of videos up as well. If you want to follow her, it's DEEKOALA, right? And with a 1 on Twitter. So you got into this because you started like memorizing lyrics very quickly.
Yeah.
But then how did you transition to writing your own raps?
Because whenever I listen to music, I always picture like, okay, sure, but I feel like I do a better performance even though I've never seen that guy perform.
Yeah.
So I felt like in order for me to be able to perform in front of a banya band, I have to make my own things.
Yeah.
You know? So that's when I started doing my own music, but at first it was just only English because I didn't think I was gonna adapt into class.
Yeah.
So I started rapping in English because I had a lot of rapper friends that were around me at the time.
Yeah.
And then I dropped an EP, 1818 EP in May 2016, if I'm not correct.
Yeah.
And it did get a lot of hype through my circle, but I was doing what they were doing, so it didn't kind of do much for me. I was like, nah, let's do something different.
At some point, you decided, by Yazi,
Sure.
And you decided to drop this particular song.
Yes.
Now we are yes, but music made that con in dream. I saw this fun in the dream. Now we are yes, but the now we are yes, but the music made that con in dream. I saw this fun in the dream.
Yeah.
Now we are yes, but
You know?
Whoa.
Okay.
So now, Dee, when you put together that particular song,
Sure.
you were saying earlier on, like, you started rapping, you were like memorizing other people's lyrics. You're like, okay, cool. Now let me start writing my own stuff.
Sure.
And then you moved from writing your own stuff, but you wrote it in English.
Yeah.
And then go on, don't know, man. What's the
Khayelitsha? Man? Yeah, and then I feel at the time, but
Yeah.
like when you finish something and it's doing good, but you just feel like what can set me apart from my other rapper friends that I have?
Yeah.
What are they not doing that I should be doing?
Interesting enough, when you talk about stuff that makes you stand out, you went through this course and you started making music the way that you wanted to make music.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you've got the likes of Ricky Rick going, yo, it's so
Yeah.
tell us a bit about meeting Ricky Rick.
Okay, firstly, I was a bit taken aback from even him hitting me up on some, okay, Major League, you on.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? Like, what?
So out of the blue, he just called you.
I think he was on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And then he saw me on YouTube, and I was doing we were having a beat listening session with Californication.
Yeah.
And then we la hook band years. We were actually just like fresh off the beat kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he liked the energy that I had there, and it was basically a 30-second video of just the hook.
Yeah.
So that's basically one of his favorite songs from me. So he was like, I like that. I want to see that on stage.
Yeah.
I'm calling her over. And meeting him was, I can't say I'm that person who gets starstruck.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I managed to remain my cool.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know that I wasn't gonna scream and go mad, but then the fact that I managed to leave something in his mind about me kind of makes me feel that I did my bit, and I was kind of chill throughout everything.
And it's weird because when that moment comes, you can't mess it up because
You can.
And funny enough, knowing Ricky, right? I once bumped into Ricky. We were both gigging in East London, so we're flying from Joburg to East London,
Sure.
and Ricky's literally like sitting like a row in front of me, and he's on YouTube, so he's devout in terms of like watching what's going on YouTube, what's going on in the scene.
Yeah.
So from when having been discovered by the likes of a Ricky Rick on YouTube,
Yeah.
how important is it, like as an up and coming artist, to make sure that like all these social platforms are taken care of, your music is getting out there, YouTube? How much time do you spend on that?
I feel like ayizufana nomuntu ongakho social nomuntu social, because I'm a people's person. So if you're an artist that's shy and you're afraid to take a camera and put it in your face and talk about you, then it's gonna take a bit longer for you to be able to be comfortable with putting stuff on YouTube. But I'm a person who likes getting attention. I like attention. I'm a very bubbly person, so it's basically easy for me to have social media in my hands. I looked at it as, if I can control it as a normal person without having a talent, then I could do the most with it with having a talent.
I'm hanging out with Dee Koala in studio. She's Cape Town's very own, and man, she's performed at the likes of Major League Gardens, called up specifically by Ricky Rick. And then where you completely impressed me, 5FM was in the building as well at Capsule Fest in Soweto. Before you performed, it was like no man,
you know.
And then you set it alight, and it takes some doing to do that, to get a crowd going early on in the afternoon.
I've never been nervous for a show, but I must say at that I wasn't nervous, but I felt the heat in the sense of seeing docufiction on stage. You know, like that's the people that I listen to, Steve Pappin and the way that they handled their crowd. I felt like, I'm not gonna say I felt like it was easy, but I felt like I could do the same thing, because they probably did feel the pressure too. But they had to shift that aside and be like, okay, now I'm here to represent and I have to bring it. So that's kind of what was in my mindset at the time, as to let me control the crowd the way that I do normally. It's a bunch of people.
So I don't know whether you've actually lost your phone, Manyani, or are you in album mode at the moment? What's going on musically?
No, I did lose my phone, to correct you.
That's
part of the reasons. But yeah, based on Umculo name, I do have a tape coming soon. We're not dropping dates, right, Dalet? Sure. And then we also have some school and university tours. To hype the EP also. We have some music videos that we're gonna do. We have some work that we might be doing with Red Pat and Sports scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it.
So everything is happening.
And it's Cotton Fest as well on the 2nd of February.
And you're performing there as well.
Yes.
So you're doing your thing, and I think you lost your phone trying to do this.
Man, I been broke. I was selling dope. Man, I been broke, but I ain't do no selling wash, yo. Selling wash, yo. Selling wash, yo.
Dee Koala's got me thirsty in studio, bro. So this is what was happening, ne? This is how you lost your phone.
Sorta kinda.
So now while we're chilling in studio, Dee, I've got to ask you a few more questions. Plus, I want to play a game with you before we get into DJ OD.
Okay.
Now, obviously, Cotton Fest coming up. You killed Capsule.
Yeah.
You killed Major League Gardens. You're
And
about to put out
Absolute.
music.
Do you know about Absolute?
No, tell
How
me
much
about it.
was it?
Oh yes, I know. I heard about that. I heard very good things
Just
about that.
forgot about it.
Yeah, I just forgot about it. So, I mean, parting shots, dude. Like, as an artist coming from Cape Town,
Yeah.
other artists from Cape Town are trying to come up.
Sure.
You've done it your own way because mostly very few people in Cape Town want to do things their own way.
Yeah.
Like, they always want to ask
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else. Yeah, bro. What could you leave with someone who's come up from Cape Town?
Mm-hmm.
Like, words of advice. What do I do if I want to be like Dee?
Stick to yourself. Like, stick to who you are.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's why people like me. Besides my music, they like me because of who I am.
Yeah.
So stick to your true self. You meet someone who has the upper hand in terms of leading your career in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Put your things on the table. Tell them now what you want, what you look for, and how you want to deal with whatever partnership you're gonna go into.
Whoa. So do things the right way, basically.
Yeah, if you think you're always the one, put it on the table. Let it be dealt with, But just always stay true to who you are.
Man, that's you. You heard it right here first, man. Dee, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
I want you to stick around for a bit. We're about to get into DJ OD, but if you want to follow her, do the right thing. It's DEEKOALA.
Yes.
And then on Twitter, add a 1 at the end.
Sure.
Right? Follow her. She's very responsive. When she's got her phone, she's always tweeting, always posting. Thank you so much for joining me, and big ups to you.
Thank you so much.